Listen up. I've got 3 massive stories that every Celtic fan needs to hear today. One of our boys is back in training just in time for Europe. Barry Ferguson's been running his mouth again, trying to take a pop at Brendan Rodgers. And the last story, well, it's the biggest bombshell of the lot, and trust me, you'll want to stick around for it. Massive thanks to you for helping us smash 500 subscribers, but that's just the start. With more than 2,000 views on every story, if you hit subscribe right now, we'll fly past 1,500 subscribers, all backing the Celtic. Let's prove once again that our support is miles beyond anything the Rangers could ever muster. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. So here's one for you. Anthony Ralston is finally back on the pitch at Lennoxtown, boots laced up, training with the lads ahead of that massive Europa League opener against Red Star Belgrade. About time, eh? The boy's been out with that foot knock, missed a couple of Celtic games and even Scotland's qualifiers, but now he's right back in the mix. Sky Sports caught him on camera, so you know it's real. No sucky hall gossip this time. Now, Brendan Rodgers did confirm at the weekend, after that wee 4-0 stroll against Partick Thistle, that Ralston would be back this week. But here's the thing, he's not walking straight back into that starting 11. Colby Donovan, the 19-year-old, has been playing like he owns the shirt. Cool as you like, never looked fazed, and Rodgers even shoved him forward at full time to get his applause at Firhill. That tells you everything. The gaffer's trusting the young lad. So the question is, what now for Ralston? He's got the experience. He's a Scotland international. But if Donovan keeps performing like that, Rodgers might just stick with the youngster. And let's be honest, with Alistair Johnston still out long-term, we actually need them both sharp and ready. Belgrade is no place to be short of options. It's hostile, fiery, and Celtic will need every ounce of fight in that backline. We dropped into the Europa League after that disaster against Kairat Almaty. Still hurts to say it. So this isn't just another European night. It's about pride, about showing that Celtic belongs at the top table, not just making up the numbers. Ralston coming back at this moment, that could be a huge boost, but only if he's ready to prove himself all over again. So here's what I want to ask you. If Colby Donovan keeps shining, should Ralston even get his spot back? Or has the young lad earned the right to keep that jersey nailed down? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jar it loudly till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. This one's pure Glasgow theatre. Brendan Rodgers throws out a wee comment, and suddenly Barry Ferguson's up in arms like somebody's nicked his pint in the Loudon. Rodgers was defending Russell Martin, saying a few ex-Ibrox lads turned pundits should pipe down a bit, given they've all been sat on the bench themselves. Never named names, but you didn't need a detective from Sucky Hall Street to work out it was aimed at Ferguson, Neil McCann, and Billy Dodds. Now, Barry's come swinging back, saying he's never been disrespectful. It's all been constructive. Constructive. Like those tactical masterclasses he still can't stop bragging about. Remember, he actually mentioned beating Celtic at Paradise and drawing at Ibrox like it was Champions League glory. Talk about clinging onto crumbs. He's calling Rodgers' words a deflection, saying Celtic have their own issues. All right, Barry, calm yourself. The man's been gnawing at the same bone for nearly a week now, like a dog that won't let go of a burst mitre ball. And let's be real, Rodgers isn't losing sleep over what Ferguson thinks. If anything, he's probably laughing at how rattled the blue side gets when Celtic's name is mentioned. It's classic Rangers mentality, isn't it? Always the victim, always the hard done by, even when no one actually said anything that bad. Meanwhile, at Parkhead, we're preparing for Belgrade, preparing for Hampton, preparing for trophies. Across the city, they're still writing think pieces about a soundbite. So here's what I want to put to you. Is Barry Ferguson genuinely standing up for his pals, or is this just another case of the Rangers lot being so thin-skinned They can't take even the faintest dig from Celtic's gaffer. Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's GI it. Loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. Here we go again. A big Dermot Desmond, the man pulling the strings at Celtic, is now knee-deep in a courtroom drama. And this time, it's not about transfers or boardroom battles at Paradise. It's about golf. Golf. Turns out Dermot's had enough of his ultra-exclusive country club down in Surrey, the kind of place where you can't even sneeze without paying a membership fee bigger than the national debt. We're talking 13 grand a year just to keep your spot, a one-off privilege fee of nearly 50 grand, and a share that'll set you back 175,000. That's not a golf club. That's daylight robbery with a putter. But here's where it gets tasty. Desmond and a few other big hitters, including ex-McLaren boss Ron Dennis, are accusing the owners of Queenwood Golf Club of handing out more than 6 million quid in improper payments to themselves over the years. 6 million. You could sign a new striker, a midfielder, and still have change for a pint on Sucky Hall Street with that. Instead, it's allegedly been slipped away like loose change down the back of the sofa. Dermot, being Dermot, isn't the type to just sit quietly and grumble. He's gone straight for the jugular, launching a lawsuit, calling the whole setup Putin-esque in a letter. Imagine that. The boss of Celtic using words like that over a golf club. You've got to admire the fight in him, but you also can't help but chuckle. From Champions League nights at Paradise to court battles over sprinklers and irrigation systems, it's a mad world. Meanwhile, Rangers are probably sitting laughing, trying to distract themselves from their own circus act, claiming this shows Desmond's too distracted. But let's be honest, Dermot could take on a golf club in court, run a business empire, and still have one hand free to make sure Celtic stay miles ahead of them. So here's the question for you. Do you think Dermot Desmond should be spending his time battering millionaires in a courtroom? Or should he be focusing every ounce of energy on making Celtic unstoppable in Europe? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's giant laldi till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs.